Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? We
Yo,
back
yo,
at it.
yo, what's going on? We back at it. Here we go, man. You
Your
see us,
boy,
man, the vlog show, man.
your
The
boy,
Crooked
PhewMor
V's.
Lessons,
You know what I mean?
Vital
Word
Reasons
up,
in the
man.
building.
Vital reason,
You
you
know,
know. We here, fellas. We here for y'all. You
back
know.
at it.
Sorry about, you know what I'm saying, our little technical difficulties that we've been having, but we'll try to be a little bit more prompt,
We'll be on it.
a
We'll
little
be
bit
on it.
more punctual. Right.
Yo, he's crazy.
Word.
Yeah, we'll be on it. We apologize to the people. We'll be on
Yes,
it.
absolutely.
But
So, man, we got a lot of things to go over, man. Let's get
yeah,
into like right now, current events like right now, let's say, like our prayers is going up to X, you know what I'm saying? Like we hope that he gets through this mentally and physically, spiritually, emotionally, you know. We
yeah,
we
man.
looking out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want our man to get himself together, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of X, you know what I'm saying? So or big up
Recover
to the
quick,
dog.
man.
We
Godspeed.
covered quick. Word,
X,
word
X.
up, man.
When you do recover, you gotta calm that stuff down, man. Gotta calm it
Yeah,
down.
yeah. But you know that though. You know that X.
Gotta calm it
Word.
down, man. For real.
Mm-hmm.
But
Word.
other recent topics that Hitman and Cassidy battle was just recent. You know,
Yeah, that was pretty recent. That was pretty recent.
what's your
It.
thoughts on that?
I mean, to me, I mean, if I have to be honest, I'm going Cassidy, man, 2-1, and that's odd, but
It
Hitman
sounds
didn't bring out that Hitman performance that we used to seeing him give out, or maybe that shit is outdated. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? But
or maybe
I
you just had
wasn't. I
a
wasn't really feeling.
maybe
I
you just had
wasn't
a
really
higher
feeling Hitman.
maybe you just had a higher
Hmm?
expectation. I didn't get to check it out yet. I'm gonna check it
Maybe,
out.
maybe, maybe, maybe that's what it was. I had a higher expect. He didn't body him,
I heard
and
otherwise, man. I heard a lot of 30s everywhere, man. You're one of
nah,
the rare
nah.
people
Well,
that said it. That
I
said it.
heard, I heard the other way. You know what I'm
You
saying? I
heard the
heard the
other
other
way
way.
from.
Yeah, I heard it was a lot of 30s the other way, like 30s 2-1 cast. You know what I'm saying? Like rappers is talking about this, like, and that's bad when rappers
Yeah,
is
the
talking
rappers
about
don't
it.
really know what they're talking about though. The battle rappers is
No,
the
I'm
one.
talking about battle rappers,
I think
people
they.
that's
I
in the
think
field,
they
that's
might
that's in
be.
the field,
Maybe they cloud
how they
chasing. I
seen it.
don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see Cassidy evolving to win 2 rounds against the Hitman. I don't see it.
Oh no, I
From
think
what I
it's over
heard,
for the Hitman.
I heard his first round was extra dominant, and his third round was extra dominant. So they said them 2 rounds automatically, and they said his third round he took a round off, but they said that he still it was still enough because Cassidy's shit is like it's not battle rap material.
Well, well,
He said
well.
he
I
can't
watched
captivate
it.
the crowd for 3 rounds.
I watched it, and
He
I'm telling you,
he
the first
captivated
round was a
you.
toss up. I'm telling you, the first round was a toss up. I went with Cassidy on that. Okay, the second round, they both got booed. You know what I'm saying? And then when Hitman followed up, he tried to come with an angle, but the angle that he came with, Cassidy,
Special guest.
he bounced back. You know what I'm saying? During the angle, like while he was doing the angle, Cassidy was shadow boxing. You know what I'm saying? All in the niggas' ribs and shit, like some funny shit. Like it was some funny shit that Cassidy did, but just to show, like, it was a corny battle all in all. But like I gave it to Cassidy 2-1. I don't care who don't like it. It is what
I
it
don't
is.
like
That's my opinion.
I don't like that opinion. I don't like it. I don't like it. I gotta see it, man. I gotta see it so I can critique your opinion more. I gotta see it. I do. I gotta see it. I don't want to see it but I gotta see it though. Talk about Cassidy one. That's what? That is crazy. That's crazy talk, man.
Nah, it's not though. It's
That's
you gotta.
crazy talk. Now,
I'm
what you
telling
will
you,
call
it's
it?
what I got to. It's what I got to hear. You know.
Yeah, you probably got to hear it again. That's all. You probably got to hear it again.
Nah, I
That's
just
it.
gotta hear. I think I was good hearing it the one time. I don't need to do a rewatch on that. It wasn't worthwhile.
Yeah, you probably got to hear it again. You probably not have heard something right or
No,
something.
maybe
Maybe
you
it was
need to
just
just hear it for your first time
you probably
instead
tuning
of
out or
trying to
something.
press trying to press me to hear it once more. You need to hear it for your first time.
I think you was
How
probably
about that?
tuning out or something. You talk
How about that?
tuning out or something. You said Cassidy won a
No, I
battle.
wasn't tuning nothing out. I had my ear to it.
Might have been tuned out or
It was
something.
dirt.
I don't. I
It
believe it
wasn't
probably
that.
was dirt, but
It wasn't
I
that.
don't.
It wasn't
I
that
don't.
hype. It wasn't
I, don't,
that live. It wasn't lit. It was
I
none of
believe
that,
it. A
man.
Cassidy battle usually is not. He don't bring that kind of energy. People, I think people tune in to see him get killed.
I mean, you say this right, but
Mhm.
he's the high. He set the bar for the most views.
Yeah, because people want to get him. Yeah, people want to get him killed.
So I
People want to
mean,
see him
what
get
you're
killed.
saying is one thing, but what's going on is another thing.
And he got fans like, but his rap fans is not battle rap fans. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. They
Like I
can't. They
said,
don't
man,
know. They don't know how to judge a battle, man. That's
the
their
man is the
favorite rapper.
most
They're gonna
viewed,
say he
man.
won no matter what.
The man is the most viewed, man. You can say what you want.
He's not the most viewed.
I'm
That's
not a
not
fan
true.
of his battle rap. I'm not a fan of his battle rap,
That's not
but I'm
true,
not going to
bro.
sit here and say that he don't put on for his whoever the people. He puts on
He
for
don't put
them.
on really,
He
but
gives
he's not.
them. He don't give me nothing, but he gives them what they want to hear.
I don't. Well, listen. I don't know about that, but he's bro. He's not the most viewed. He got some views, but he's not the most viewed.
He is the most viewed. This that the this what happened just now. Him and Hitman battle was the most had the highest views ever. You could Google that.
His what? The face off?
The
You talking about the
face
face
off,
off?
the face off and the event.
Nah, but it's not going to be the highest viewed though, bro. There's a difference. That might have been the highest watched that day, but it's not going to be the highest
You
view,
gotta figure 2,000 people attended that. 2,000 people during this COVID. 2,000.
bro. There's 7 million. Hitman got battles with like 7 million views, bro.
I'm not even gonna get into that, man. Like I said, you could Google it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not googling that. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you what was said.
Well, whoever said it was lying, bro. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Like Charlie Clips got multiple 2 million battles. That he got like 10 million views in total. Hitman conceded. You know what I mean? Cassidy got a couple battles. He don't got no 8 million views in them couple battles. He definitely don't. Nah, I'm not. That's not true. But what you call it though? Off of that Cassidy stuff, I gotta check it out. But how you enjoy that Final Four though, bro? How you enjoyed that?
There was other battles though. There was other battles of more interest though. Like,
Oh, you want to talk
you
about
know
the
what I
other
mean?
ones?
Not
I
yeah,
mean,
like
that was the main
I want to
card though,
talk
bro.
about like that ill will. You know what I'm saying? That ill will and that Roxburgh Rosenberg Raw. Man, that was the most
Rosenberg,
fierce battle on that card. Yeah. Yeah, that was
Rosenberg from
Rosenberg.
where he
Yeah,
from? He from
Rosenberg
somewhere in
Raw.
Pennsylvania.
He's a Philly dude.
No, I don't think he's from Philly. He's from somewhere
That's what he
wherever.
said. He said he's from Philly.
He's lying. He's from wherever Bill Collector's from. They from the same neighborhood. They was beefing.
Oh, he said, "Oh, I'm from Philly. That's where I'm from.
He might
That's what
reside
he
there
was doing.
now. He might reside there
Going
now.
back to Philly. That's where
Nah,
I'm. You know, that's where I live at.
yeah,
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
that's probably where he lives at. But
then you had a lot going on though. You know what I'm saying? You had you had Show Off and Big K. Big K smoked them, 30 them.
Big K is probably one of the nicest white dude.
You know what I'm saying? Big K 30 them.
He's over Pat Stay to me. That's the nicest white dude, I think.
They got some nice ones. I ain't gonna lie. They got they got some good white boys. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
Or
I don't know about
Jag
that.
Jag 30 old red.
I mean, I'm not really high on O-Red no more. I used to be. He used to be alright, but I'm not really high on O-Red no more.
Mm.
That's not surprising.
Okay. Well,
You know,
Jag, I mean, just for Jag getting his name out there like that, you know what I mean, a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, is what's up for me.
I believe he battled Math Hoffa or something. Jag.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
He got a few battles out
I
there.
believe either him or Sirius Jones, one or the other.
I don't know if it was serious. I think it was Math. Math be battling everybody. But yeah,
He
that
got a
was
battle coming up with Geechee Gotti.
it. Math.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. What is that? That's 10th, ain't it?
Uh-huh. I believe. Yeah, the 10th.
Yeah, that's this Saturday, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. Check out the Smack one.
I seen the
Check out
face off.
I check out all the
Yeah.
caffeine battles.
Yo, Sue's been going at Math hard, man. They're gonna collide.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they got a lot of talk
I don't
back
think
and
so. I
forth.
don't think
And it's really a lot of that Sue. Like Sue. I don't know if he's trying to promote himself right now, but
yeah, I don't
like he
think
said,
he's
he's
talking.
ready for it. You know what I'm saying? He's ready for it.
He's just talking heavy. I don't think he really I don't
Mm,
think they're gonna battle. I think
mm.
he's just talking for the cameras.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because I don't see that battle don't really interest nobody really.
Okay.
Sue
Yeah.
30s
But
him.
yeah, that's about it on that note. Overall, I give it about out of 1 through 10, I give it about a strong 7.
Strong 7.
Yeah, strong 7.
All right.
And, that, and that's for
Check
the other cards. And that's for the other cards.
the other cards is what made it a 7. Okay.
Yeah, that Cassidy Hitman, that shit was trash.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Usually the most hype battles is trash.
Mm.
Usually that's how it go. Um, but yeah, how you like that Final Four though, bro? How you?
I mean, I like the championship game. I mean, overall, you know what I'm saying? I knew that Baylor was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been like my team is Kansas. Let me just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? My alma mater got smacked. You know what I'm saying? We're the Jayhawks. You know what I mean? We lost, but you know what I'm saying? I've been watching the Pac-12 all season, like all college season. I've been watching them dominate, like
Mm.
dominate. So I knew that Baylor was gonna win because I said, "Yo, Pac-12 is leaving with the chip." I know it.
Yeah, Baylor was on. It was on another level, bro. The
Yeah, the
defense, they
Pac-12.
got,
Yeah,
the defense was
everything.
there. They was smacking
That
shots
yeah,
early.
that three
That
guard lineup was crazy.
that
Yeah,
that, that early
Butler.
run, that shit was over. It took them out. After that run, it was over.
Yep, that Butler, that Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? That Teague. Them boys
I
is a
think they got
problem.
that. I think they had that Suggs kid a little overrated.
Yo, they still got him pretty high still. They saying he might go number 1.
I don't know. I don't see him as a number 1 pick.
That's what they were saying. Strong possibility. They said, well, what do you think? Like they said at best, they said they don't see him being a superstar. They said at best they could see him being like a Josh Hart type player.
Yeah, I don't see him being. I don't. He's not a difference maker. He didn't make a difference in that game last night. Really, it wasn't. It didn't really. Wasn't a difference
Nah,
maker.
he got a lot of guts though. That's all I'll say about him is you know what I mean, he got a lot of
Yeah,
guts.
but I don't think that should really make you a number 1 pick, though. I don't think that should be what does it for you. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't. I don't know. I would pass up on him. Personally. But I thought it was. I thought them games was good. I thought that game Gonzaga and UCLA. I thought that was an ill game. Thought that was a nice one. That was a lucky shot that Suggs made. I think if it would have went in the next overtime, I think UCLA would have pulled that out. It probably
I
would have
like
been.
that I like that kid, Yu Jang over there. Yeah, that kid is
And
Yu Zhang
where
or some shit.
UCLA?
Yeah, yeah. That kid is a problem. He's
I
he's
think
from
if it would have went to the
he's
second
Vietnamese.
overtime, they would have pulled it out. I think
He's Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
Yeah, he's Vietnamese, killing him,
He was cooking. Yeah, he was cooking.
cooking.
That was a good ass game. I ain't gonna hold you. I like that. I
Yeah,
enjoyed that game. But yeah,
yeah.
the championship. I thought it was gonna be more. I thought it was gonna be more like back and forth. But
Nah, instead it was a 16-point deficit.
yeah, early.
And it ended up like that too. They lost what, 86-70.
Yeah, it was 16. Yo, yeah, she was. It was highly unentertaining. It was unentertaining. I mean, Baylor did their
I
thing though. I
liked it
can't
on the
shit on
dominant.
Baylor.
I liked it on the dominant side. I liked it on the dominant
Yeah.
side because like Timmy, the white boy Timmy was cooking. He was cooking
Oh yeah.
all Final Four cooking the
Yeah.
day he met them boys, and them boys matched his energy.
Yeah. That's a
I
fact.
like that.
That's the whole fact.
That's that's what, and they were undersized, and that's why I liked it. I liked it like, oh shoot, them niggas is like really bullying him.
They was hit. They was smacking. That net was wet. They was smacking shots. That shit was
Yeah,
crazy. I said, yo, them niggas can't miss nothing. I
yep,
think they started the game like 5 for 5 from three or something. It was over after that. There wasn't even nothing to talk about.
yeah. They opened up with a 9-0 run. It was serious.
Yeah, it was nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
But and we got special guest Ocho in here. You wanna
What's good,
Oh, you
fellas?
back?
in the
What's
game?
up, man?
We vlogging again.
Coach?
I had to just get right real quick.
Yeah, we was
Okay.
we was just talking about a couple current events and stuff. We was just
Okay.
talking about that DMX incident. What's your take on that? How you feel about that?
Oh man, DMX, man. Shit, I can go on days for about DMX, man.
Nah, we don't
Uh,
need. We just need a couple minutes.
yeah, well, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. The shit when I heard the news, man, that shit really hit home with me. Shit, DMX was
Oh,
my dude since eighth grade, man. When he came out in 1998, that
right,
was like the change from at that time when Puff Daddy was out around that time. I was a Puff Daddy fan, so when
right.
X came out, that was a different wave for me, man. So that changed everything, man. I got so many memories about X, man. So I can go on
Okay.
days about X, but
I'm saying,
you know,
can
I,
we just expand
I
on his
hope, I
health?
hope, I hope X, he gets better, man, and
Okay.
I'm praying for him, man. And that's
Yes. Yes.
this shit really hits home, man, for real. Because I'm sure I mentioned in the last, maybe even the first vlog show I was in, I mentioned DMX was my favorite rapper. So we can go check
Absolutely. Yeah. Nah. X is one of
that.
the greatest for New York for me.
Man. So I'm praying for
He's
X, man. Praying
gotta
for
be
X.
one of the greatest.
Praying for X.
Absolutely. Grand
DM.
champ, man. That's the
The
Yeah,
grand
dog.
champ.
The dog.
Grand champ,
well,
man.
that leads us right into our first topic of the night, man. Our top 5 New York artists. Our top 5 New York artists brings us right into our first topic. Beautiful.
During what time? We during
However
the
you
Jay
want to
Z
do it.
era, right?
However you, yeah, Jay Z era, yeah, Jay Z era,
Okay. Yeah. That's, yeah.
Jay Z
Okay.
era.
All right.
So,
Well. Oh, go ahead.
oh, you want me to go? All right,
Yeah.
I'll
Go
go
ahead.
first.
I don't mind. I'll go last. I don't mind.
So, for me, it's just my opinion. How it pretty much in the order of how I like them, how I prefer to listen to my New York artists post
Okay.
in the Jay Z era, and it kind of went, something like I don't know. Listen, this is what I was debating. Is Biggie in a Jay Z era? Is that a Jay Z era rapper or no?
They was
Sure.
out at the same time. They got songs together.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. So that's all right. I
Well,
just want
they
to make
got
sure.
8 songs together, I should say.
I want to make sure I have to re-edit my list or something like that. All right, but for number 5, I went with we just spoke on him. I went with Dog Master X, man, DMX.
Okay.
I went with him with number 5, man. I like his music. That shit used to get you hyped and shit when you was young and shit. That shit
Okay.
used to have you lit. That shit used to at them parties. I used to play them shits at the parties. That shit used to have the place dumping and shit, man. DMX.
Right.
That's my memories of X and his music. So
Okay.
and the fact he's from New York, I always love New York artists doing their thing. That shit sits home
Right.
with me.
No doubt.
I enjoy that stuff.
No doubt. Dark man.
Number 4, I went with Mason Betha, man. Mace. I
Mm.
went with
Okay.
Mace, man.
Oh, okay. What a
That's
shot. What a
that's a,
shot.
that's a surprise. That's a surprise one for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Well.
That's a
Yeah.
surprise. What? Yo, Mace. Yo,
Yeah.
I feel Mace is probably like one of the most underrated dude, especially at that time. Yo, Mace used to have some. Yo, Mace used to have some fire before he turned pastor. Mace was he was a walking classic, man.
He definitely is not underrated. He definitely was up there with the top
Man, you
dogs.
don't hear nobody talk about Mason Bethel, man.
That's
Nobody. When
because
we
the
talk
way
about all
that's
these great artists, you don't hear nobody
that's
talk about
because
Mason Bethel.
that's because of the way his career went, man.
It
That's
is. It did go left, but still, all in all, though, I have to. Mace was that dude. He brought. He got Cam and Jim Jones in the game and stuff like that. He put on a little bit for some people, but his like you said,
Okay.
his career did turn left. But
he
right,
tried to come back with G Unit and all that.
yeah, all that stuff. I'm not talking about that kind
Becca.
of Mason Bethel. Yo, listen, I'm talking about the Jay-Z era Mason Bethel. I'm talking about that. That Mace.
Becca. Mace Murder.
Yeah, yo, Murder Mace.
Yeah,
Yo,
okay.
man, that dude
Murder
was.
Mace in that.
Yo,
I
that
knew
dude
it
was.
was one of them.
Yo, that dude was the truth, man. He was the truth, man. He rap about, little street shit. He rap about girl shit. I like that, man. Smooth dude, man. I enjoyed it.
Harlem
Number
World.
number 3, man. I went with H to the Izzo. Went with Hove, man. Top 3 in New York of all time. So
Okay.
body of work speaks for itself. You see what he's done. You see what he is doing. You see what he has done. Music wise, how his music then turned into entrepreneurship, own businesses. Pretty sure he's a billionaire, if not close to it.
Yes, sir.
Hove. Hove's body, his music. You could take any album of Hove's and put it in. Any albums of Hove's, classic.
Right.
All his beefs is legendary. You could put on his beef cassette and sit back and enjoy the back and forth with whoever he's beefing with and stuff. He got a lot of
Yeah, that's a
memorable.
fact. He always went head up. He always went head up with whoever he was battling. I ain't gonna lie, they never smoked him.
Yeah, that's what. It's hard to smoke
You
Hove,
could
man.
never say he got smoked.
It's hard to smoke Hove. It's
He
hard to
never
smoke
got
Hove.
smoked in his beef. Like he may have lost, but he didn't get smoked.
That's a fact. Well, and same thing could be said for number 2, my man Kiss. Jada Kiss. Same thing could be said. And like I told y'all, man, for me, like Kiss, like Jay-Z sold more. He was the bigger star, all that stuff. But for me, Jada Kiss, he's the more lyrical dude, man. That's the most lyrical dude for me that I personally I feel that I've heard in my tenure of listening to rap music and shit. My boy Kiss. You know what I mean? And like you said, whoever he goes head up with, he's gonna give you a back and forth, no matter if it's with a Beanie Siegel or 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Kiss, he's gonna be there to spar with you, man. He might not win them all.
He usually win. He's a winner. He usually
Usually
wins.
stands on top. Usually he got a good record. And his mixtapes is classic. His mixtapes is legendary.
I don't think nobody could match him mixtapes.
The Champ is here, like
Nobody
top 5
can match
dead
his
or
mix.
alive. Like, come on, man.
Nobody could. Wait a minute. Nobody can match his mixtapes. There's nobody. I got an honorables mention though. I got an honorables mention somebody that I like. He's just my god. You know what I mean, Seymour Kitty, man, Mr. Seymour Kitty.
Yeah,
He's my guy. That's my guy. I'm mad he's gone. I've been mad since he left.
Stack Bundle, he should be on the list.
Yeah, man. Stack Bundles. Stack Bundles.
It's just hard. He don't got enough body of work
Bundles.
to put on a list. That's all. You don't have enough.
Nah, he don't. His mixtape was crazy.
He got bodies of work. He got
bodies of work. It's just not enough compared to the dudes. And then number one, I had, I'm gonna assume everybody got Big at number 1. You know what I mean? That's my number 1 out of New York. That's, you know what I mean? I don't really see. For me, I feel Big set the bar for people. Big, he kind of set the bar for a lot of people. And then on top of that, I feel like if Big was still, if he was alive, I think Big, it would have been hard for a lot of people, you know what I mean, to really shine. Because I think Big would have been able to, he would have been able to transcend a lot of things just because his music, like, you know what I mean? He was universal with his music. He could do it all. You know what I mean? Talk to you about what he did in the streets. He could talk to you about, you know what I mean? How he be hooking up with his women, ladies, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I think he would have been able to blend in with whatever way the culture would have went. And you know what I mean? And he was always over Jay-Z from the beginning. So You know, if people are saying Jay-Z's the king of New York, just imagine what Big would have been if he kept his rap career going. You know what I mean? And that was, you know what I mean? And Jay Hill mentioned it. You know what I mean? That was a man he looked up to, idolized a little bit when it came to the
Mm-hmm.
music and all that stuff. So, you know what I
Right.
mean?
You got to understand that Biggie, he had a career at the age of 25. Like, just imagine we 20 years deep after that. That's a whole nother 25 years. Just I can imagine what
Mm-hmm.
what he would working for
The
the culture.
creativity, the sound he could have came up with, all that stuff,
Yeah,
man.
man. It's crazy, man. It's
I would,
crazy
I
how the
would like
world
to
moves.
see who he would have brought out. I know he would have brought out some guys, some Brooklyn guys or something. Like
Oh
would have been some new groups
Other
out
cats
here.
and
You
all
know what
that
I'm
stuff.
saying?
Yeah,
Some
he
yeah.
brought the
some
guys
guys.
out of
Yeah, there would have been
He
some
would
new
have. He would
guys
have.
out here. You know what I mean? A new
Yeah.
wave of music. You know what I'm saying? Like he would have
He
some
would have had his
some kind of
label.
proteges
All
and
that.
shit. You know what I mean?
all that
Yeah.
stuff. That's a
He would have
fact.
knew some guys. He would have met up with some guys. He would have had a nice team. Would have had a
That's a
nice
fact.
team.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
He
Sure.
would, I
Mm-hmm.
feel he would have been in like I mean he might have not would have been billionaire status like Hov is, but he would have had the almost the same amount of success I feel Hov would have,
Yeah. He would have.
depending on how he would have managed his career. You know what I mean? His outside career and shit like that.
That
I
was
feel
Hope's
Right.
man. So
Well, he was
Hope, he would
already.
have had him right with him.
you said what?
Yeah.
I said that was Hope's man. So he would have been right with Hope. So
That's you
I
know what
feel
I
like
mean, and that too. That's part two. Like you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like they probably could have came up together. You know what I mean? Just big man.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's my number
No,
one
I
New York guy.
respect it.
I
I
put
respect
and
it.
big songs come on the radio and all that. You can sit. You know what I mean? You can always bounce to a
Mm-hmm.
big song. You know what I mean? You always got them all memorized in your head. Like you know what I mean? It's Big's that dude, man. It's one of the only dudes that you could that happens with. You can listen to that shit with your
Right.
kids and shit. You know what I mean? Big
right.
classics.
Well,
Ten Crack Commandments.
I wouldn't say he's the only dude, but
No, he's
he's
not the
one of
only.
them.
I'm not saying he's the only. We talking about New York and stuff though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go with my list. My list consists of five great legends, artists, who I consider, my greats of all time in New York wise around that time. So number five, I'm gonna go with Cool G Rap. You
Cool
know,
G.
Cool G Rap. Everybody on that list. A few more just named. He's mentioned by all those artists. The favorite rapper's favorite rapper is definitely Cool G Rap. He's very lyrical. He's still putting in pain. He may
Still
be
to this day.
still to this day he's putting in work with
Wow.
Cool
underground New
G.
York artists. He comes out with stuff weekly.
Mm.
I got the Spotify app, so I keep up with the times with the new music, and he always makes the list. Every once in a while, so I still keep up with Cool
Okay.
G
Cool
Rap.
G.
Cool G
Holding
Rap,
his strap.
he gives it up. Still currently putting in pain at number five.
Nice.
Number number four, we just talked about him, Biggie Smalls.
Oh, four. I thought that was one on
Yeah,
everybody.
nah, number four is Notorious Big. Like I said, back at that time, I was a Diddy fan, so Big was hand in hand with Diddy. So I was, it was, I hated the fact that him and Pac beefed with each other because, Pac was always my dude, but Puff Daddy, I liked the type of music that he was putting in at that time. So, so that's why Biggie's my number four and not my number one because I like Tupac better. And
Mm.
my number
Mm.
three is Nas. Everybody knows the pain Nas put in. He went head to head with Hove. That's monumental for his career. Other than his number one, his first album,
Mm.
which I believe he just won an NAACP award for his first album or some shit like that. Some type of award for his first album. 25 something years later.
Mm-hmm.
So Nas, man, he's a legend. He's putting on artists like Davies, co-signs him. Oh, he got some partnership going right now with Hennessy. Nas still putting in, for the culture, still rapping. His
Mm.
last album, which was produced by Hit Boy, was fire. Um, so yeah, Nas number three. Number two, I'm gonna go with Big Pun.
Mm.
Big Pun. he put out a different
Mm.
sound back in the early '90s, and he went toe to toe with, he didn't go head to head with like beef wise, but he can go toe to toe with lyric wise, with the Jada Kisses, the Nas's, the Raekwons, he went right along with them. So Big Pun, man, he was a different sound. He was a Puerto Rican dude, you know. He died. He died. He
Threw me off
died.
with that Jada kiss.
I'm telling you, Big Pun, man. Y'all act like Big Pun was a weak dude, man. Big Pun is fire.
Yo, yo, you wild. Go ahead, bro.
Like I said, this my list, man. This is my
Pun.
list.
I fuck with Pun. I like Pun, bro. Pun ain't weak.
Pun is a legend too, man.
No, absolutely.
The only Latin rapper to go platinum, stuff like that, legend. Got his own street name in the Bronx now, just recently, like 2 weeks ago.
Absolutely.
What, Terror
Big
Squad?
Pun Plaza.
Wasn't Terror Squad? Wasn't Terror Squad his proteges?
Yeah, that was his crew, Fat Joe and
Yup,
him. Joe
that was his
Joe
crew.
still putting in pain, Joe still making noise. He doing his thing with the podcast as well. So, Big Pun, Terror
Yeah.
Squad at 2. And,
Mm.
of course, my number 1, man, is Dog Man. Like I said, I can go days with X, but, X was always my favorite rapper. The only rapper to do it.
Who?
First 2 albums.
X gonna give it to you. He's
X.
gonna give it to you.
First 2 albums to go platinum in 1 year. DMX. First album came out in May, the second one in December. In 1 year, the only rapper to do it, platinum. Only rapper to have his first 5 solo albums to go platinum. DMX, number 1, Dog Man, and he's influential. That's my dog, man, and that's why I said, man, pray for X, man, for real.
Pray for X, man.
Right, that's some real shit.
He logged out to say a prayer.
For real, that was a moment of silence for X.
There you go.
Right. Yo, wait on. Why are we doing moment of silence and he's not?
I don't know what he did.
You fucked my head up with that, and I'm sitting here following up like X is good money. Like what are we doing? Moment of silence.
You still got to do a moment of silence.
Shit, we can do that. We could say, yo, we could take a shot. We could smoke something. We could do a lot of.
But on some real shit though, y'all. On some real shit, y'all know the next news article to come out after all this. So y'all just.
Nah, don't say that, Nate.
I'm not gonna put it out there like that just because that's my dude. But we all seen
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, man. What kind of stuff is going on here, man?
Don't say that, man.
So what are we at? That's your number 1, though?
That's my number 1, man. I don't wish no harm on him, but it's God's will,
Right. So, man, moving on. Wow. Oh man, I don't know whether to be sad on that or half tickled. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the man is just he's still in the essence. But moving on, man. My number 5, man. I went with Noriega, man. That man moved the crowd, man. Noriega, man. Yeah, Nori, man. Nori, man. Yeah, man. I went with Noriega. Nah, Noriega. Oh. Not CNN, Noriega.
Oh, minus the Capone.
I mean, I like the War Report. Fire. You can never knock the War Report. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? Like the multiple albums that they had together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about Nori's individual work, man. The Noriega, his album. Then he dropped the Melvin Flint. Then Melvin Flint did, you know what I mean? 2. You know what I'm saying?
Then he went on to the reggaeton.
Reggaeton, Nori.
Hit you with it, right? A separate album, something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's always been different. You know what I'm saying? He was hitting you with that Puerto Rican lingo talk, you know what I mean? In the War Report. Sending niggas to Bosnia and Left Rack and Iraq. People was doing that. What's that? That's the Bronx. That's, you know what I mean? LI, that's Brooklyn. You know what I mean? He was on his own talk, man, the channel. War Report. You know what I'm saying?
Nori used to be hands on too. Nori's documented for being in a lot of stuff.
Right. If I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying? Nori's pops was a Golden Glove boxer, so he passed that trait on to Nori. You know what I'm saying? So Nori's nice with his hands. Yeah.
I like that.
Nori's nice with his hands.
I like his podcast, that Drink Champs. I enjoy that.
Yeah, I like that. So yeah, fire singles, what. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, Nori. You know what I'm saying?
Another one.
So that was my number 5, man. I went with
a big pun pick.
Another one who co-signs Big Pun.
Yo, Big Pun is fire. He just not, to me, I don't think song for song or bar for bar he could go with Kiss. That's why my eyes rised up like that.
I don't believe so either, bro.
That's a topic for the people.
That was the only reason why my eyes rised up.
That's a topic for people.
I don't think anybody.
I'm not the only one that feel like that.
That's just my subjective opinion. You know what I mean?
I know.
I think
there's a lot.
I think he was right with the guys where he was at with, like, I think you could throw like a Big L on a Big Pun, and it's be all right.
You'd be all right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
They got songs together. All the people that I named to go against Big Pun like that, they all got songs together.
But he just telling you, like, if you had to throw somebody at him to go at him lyrically, he said
John Blaze, man. John Blaze, that one song, everybody went hard on that song.
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze.
Punching.
My number 4, man, you know what I'm saying? I went with the Dipset inspired, man. Cameron, man. Like, that was my number 4 guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, the movement, like his whole, not only his movement, but like his growth. You know what I'm saying? Like how quick it happened. You know what I mean? Like, and he never looked back. He just escalated all the way up. Cam.
I was thinking about Cam. I was thinking about Cam, but then that's what I had to weigh. I was weighing. I said, "Yo, now who, Mace or Cam?"
I mean, the albums come home with me. SDEs, Purple Hazes, Purple Haze 2, 3.
Confessions of Fire.
Confessions of Fire. You know, it's just something special.
Now, Cam goes. I enjoy Cam.
Singles. It's a lot of singles videos with him.
Different style of music, different type of
all
flow,
that. He travels. He be in DC, Texas, Connecticut, Philly. Cam moves around. I like Cam. I like Cam a lot.
I just seen that Cam was in the weed business now. He got his own. It's called Flea Farm. He got his own weed strain.
His own strain. A lot of people got their own strain.
Cam is doing a lot of things, man. He's got some ginseng or some shit. Cam got his own ginseng now. Like a liquid Viagra. That's what it is. It's all natural. Word. Cam bugging out. He getting that money. Chasing that bag. Chasing that bag. And his bag is already heavy.
Yeah, he got his own color through.
His bag is already heavy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I went with Cam for my that's my number 4. My number 3, I went with Redman. Yo, there's a dark side, man. Muddy Waters, like, yeah, man. Reggie Noble, man. Like, Reggie was on fire. Like, Hard Knock Life tours. Method Redman's albums together, like, yo, like Doc's the name, like, yo, man, Redman, like, it was about Redman for me, man, like Blackouts, like Redman. I like what Redman gave out. You know what I'm saying? Music videos, a different style.
The most thing I appreciate,
you know what I mean?
Red for is that movie, How High, man. That's the most thing I appreciate him for. I told y'all that.
Redman got stuff on the internet right now.
I've really never been into his music like that, man. I don't know. I don't be feeling it.
Redman goes, man, lyrically.
I be trying to hear it. I don't really hear it. I don't hear it like that. Maybe it's not my style of lyrical.
He the one who inspired Eminem.
Yo, he
Man, nobody care about.
Redman used to kill all the Lazy K mixtapes. He used to kill all the SNSs, the DJ Clues. Like Redman is a legend. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody knows about Redman. You know what I'm saying? Redman is a problem.
I'm not saying he's not. I didn't say he's not. I just said I don't. I don't prefer. I don't.
Yo,
I can't get into
my
it.
number 2, man. This shit covers no surprise to everybody, man. I went with the Ghostface Killer, man. You know what I mean? That's my guy. You know his body of work, man.
Ghost.
You got the Iron Man album. You got the Bulletproof Wallets. You got Fish Scale. You got more Fish.
Supreme Clientele.
These guys and they Wu members, man.
These.
What's going on?
Guys.
We ain't hear you. You gotta repeat. Man. We ain't hear what you just said. You gotta repeat that. You was froze out.
I'm sorry.
Whatever you just said, we ain't hear you. You was paused out.
After you said more fish, you paused out.
Oh, word. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I said okay. So you got the Bulletproof wallets. You got the more fish. You got the 12 Reasons to Die. You know what I'm saying? Albums. You got albums. Supreme Clientele. You got classics. Yo, no, listen. I like Ghostface.
Yeah, Ghost goes, man.
Don't attach me to all Wu-Tang members. I like Ghostface Killer.
They all fire, but they all got their own uniqueness.
I mean, I can't sit here and listen to a whole Golden Arms double album or whatever. Like, I can't do it.
You gotta yeah, it can't be just him. You gotta have those other Wu members in it.
Right, you gotta have the Master Killers to go with it. You gotta have the Jizza. Right, Cap.
All of them, man.
Shabazz, the fourth disciple, he gotta be on it.
Killer Army.
You know what I mean?
All them dudes.
Yeah, you gotta have PR terrorists or one of them gotta jump on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Shogun the Assassin, somebody, Knife Prince, you know what I mean? Somebody gotta jump on it, but it just can't be a whole You God album. I could listen to a whole Rebel and an INS album, a deck.
He don't have many though. That's the crazy part. He got like I think maybe one or two. I think
he got two. He got two. He got the uncontrollable substance.
Yeah, I think
I can't do a whole Master Killer album. He has to have the same features. He has to have the same features that You God has.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Them is
right?
the eighth and ninth. Them is the eighth and ninth members.
I could do Ghostface. I could do Raekwon. I could do Method Man. I could do Capadonna and Deck, and then it stops. And Dirty.
Yeah.
A whole Dirty album. After that, it stops. Like everybody else needs features.
Now you know I didn't heard every type of Wu thing ever like to come out. I didn't heard every Wu song to come out.
Yo, you know what's funny? My favorite branch off of them was the Killer Army. That was my favorite branch. Like Killer Sin was like my favorite outside of Wu. Like I had him up there right there with Raekwon, Killer Sin. Like that was my favorite. And
they came out with that one song.
The Beretta 9.
Yep.
He was up there too. You know what I'm saying?
They came out with that song.
Theodore Unit was no disrespect, but that Theodore Unit, it didn't blow the way it needed to blow. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't what What's up? Like,
They was
or
more
that cream
more
team unit
internet.
that didn't blow the
Yeah,
way it needed to blow.
yeah, they was more internet. The Theodore unit, they had their underground videos that they came out with. You know, they wasn't really like main mixtape stream or nothing like that. They just had the underground videos on YouTube and shit like that.
Good job.
Yeah.
And so my
Number
number,
two,
my
good.
number, my number one, my number one, it should come as no surprise, man. We, you know what I'm saying? We send our prayers up, you know what I'm saying, for the man already, X, man, Dark Man. You know what I'm saying? Dark Man. Word. Word. You know what I'm saying? So yo, salute to that guy, man. He moved the
Interesting
whole
list.
culture.
Interesting list.
He moved
My dude, man. Word, that's my guy, man. As a kid, I had to cut out
he
pictures of the
moved the whole culture.
scene, you know.
You know what I'm saying? He like he did so much, man.
Cut out pictures in the Source magazine and hang them on my wall. X Rough Riders.
DMX, man. DMX goes. Legendary.
Word.
Appreciate X what he gave to the career.
For real, definitely.
Okay. Vital. Going on.
They said moment of silence. Yo, that X, that X, look at that. Yo, man.
Yo, Vital. Yo, go out and come back in, man.
They got him froze like that. Damn. I thought you was gonna put him backstage.
Wow. Yeah, man. That was an interesting list. Where
Yeah.
Vital at? Yo, Vital. Yo, Vital. I got a few people. A few people. Vital was there was they was humored by your too short pick the other day. Yo, a couple people hit me up. They was humored by your too short pick, man.
Oh, dead. Short dog.
Yo, he in there, man. What's going on, man? You good, bro?
Say what?
You good?
That's that phone data, man.
You good, bro?
I'm here, right? You see
I
me,
don't
right?
know. I
I'm
don't know.
talking, right?
It keeps
No,
freezing.
you're not responding. That's why I keep asking the same question. You're not saying nothing.
It
I
keeps
will
freezing.
say it now. I'm here.
All right, we good?
Yeah, we good.
All right, we good then. You know, technical difference. Raining out, man. It's a bad storm outside, so it might be log jamming the wires or something. So excuse
Hey,
us.
yo, listen, check it out, right? You was saying something. You want to continue saying what you were saying?
What about people commenting about that too short? Yo, a lot of people was humored about that too short pick you had the other day, man.
They didn't like my too short.
I don't know if they didn't like it, but I know they was humored by it.
That's all right. Yeah, listen, Short Dog, man. I told you what he gave out. I like Short Dog. Short Dog is unique.
Too short. Yeah, few people hit me. They was humored by that pick. I say, yeah, okay. Oh, no, nothing about too short.
The West is tough, man. But yo, I found out that Roddy Ricch comes from Compton, man. He doesn't come from where you guys were saying.
Where he don't come from Atlanta?
Yeah, man. He's a Compton rapper, man. I knew where I was going with that.
That's what you said, Compton?
I said he was out there, man. I said he was Nips man.
Yeah,
I said that's Nips man. Y'all try to stare me wrong. Oh, I think he's from St. Louis or ATL or one of the spots.
We said the South somewhere.
Yeah, we said the South.
Try to stare me wrong. I knew Roddy Ricch was from Compton. Roddy, man. Roddy goes.
He's all right. He's all right. He's all right.
Hmm?
I mean, he's all right. He got a couple little songs out though. He's all right. Well, you got any other input on the music before we cross over?
Nah, that's about it. I mean, we I guess we're gonna say like
We give our we give
it's
our
it's it's yeah,
give our
it's a good look. It's a good look that Kodak Black is all right. He ducked them bullets over there in
Yeah,
ATL. Them niggas
yeah.
is
So over
savages.
yeah, over 30
Yeah.
shots.
So
Florida.
yeah,
shit,
Kodak Black.
hit his
Thank God he
bodyguard up.
right. Thank God he made it out of that, man, because ATL was coming for that ass. Them
Hmm.
niggas no freaky, but they was trying to snipe homeboy crazy. Like
Yeah, it was.
you hear
Yeah,
did you see that though? Them shots that was fired, there was like
yeah,
at least 12 to 15 shots.
yeah. They
Oh,
said,
they was trying to hit something for real.
yeah,
No, they hit something for real. They shot up his bodyguard.
yeah. They killed his bodyguard.
Yeah. Nah, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't really kill. He didn't come with no numbers. He didn't come with no. He didn't come with no.
Who's
He didn't
this?
come. Yo, he didn't come with
A
no.
fan? This is a supporter
That's
saying I
bully,
know
bro.
Vital killed y'all.
That's bully, bro.
Oh, okay.
Which he didn't come with no. He didn't come with no hard facts. He came with opinions,
Oh
man.
man,
He can't talk
nonsense,
about
man.
a.
All you
So I came with.
all you gotta
I came with
hey, all you gotta
percentages.
do,
I
all
came
you
with
gotta
a
do is check. All you gotta do is check the episode, man. That's all you gotta do is check the episode. You know what it is.
I came with it.
You
I
know
came
what
with
it
it.
is.
I came with solid numbers. He's wilding with that.
Yeah. Your
He's
man
wilding.
said it. Yo, LeBron is not clutch.
Yo, he took the most clutch shots and the most attempts. He made the most and took the most.
Where we was going with now? He didn't take the most, did he?
Sure, he did.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, he took the most. He's taking the most clutch shots. Yeah.
So since we going into the sports thing, how y'all feel about Paul Pierce getting fired from ESPN?
Man, listen.
Nah, I
They
didn't
always
know
show
about
I
that.
show
Put me on to
favoritism. I
that.
show no
What happened? What
favoritism.
happened with the truth, man?
Man, this dude, he went live on Instagram, right? Had strippers in the
Uh-huh.
back,
Career.
drinking, smoking weed. The nigga even said, yeah, the nigga even said, I might get fired for this, but fuck it. Was smoking bud.
Oh man, yo, he was in Inglewood. Yo, he had a flashback. He was in Inglewood.
Yep, he was
He
in
went. He
California.
went
He
back
was in the
home.
house.
He went back home to an Inglewood party.
He was in California, and then he had a bunch of strippers in the house. You know, he went live on Instagram, smoking bud, all that shit, and then
And
next
they
day
can't P.
they canned the man.
P don't care about none of that shit. P about to start his own podcast or something. Knowing P.
And, that's crazy because he said that in the live that he was starting his own
Yeah,
podcast.
he ain't fooling nobody. He want to do things his way.
He was
Watch,
live.
that's what he
He
gonna do.
was live playing poker at a poker table. Live talking to people, playing poker, showing people his hand, while strippers is rubbing his back, smoking weed, taking shots. Like he was going hard, yo. Look it up on YouTube when
Come
you
on, Paul. Come on, Paul, man. Yo, Paul is a trip.
Yeah,
Paul
man,
is a trip.
he was twisted, but he don't give a fuck because I
Shit.
believe
They had
I
that
believe
Benzino interview. With I think it was with Queen's Flip or whatever. But he was saying shit when they was he said them niggas jump Paul, not him per se, but some dudes who he was with had jumped Paul. He said Paul was putting niggas down. He said he can't even front. He said niggas had to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? He said Paul, he was like, he ain't gonna front. Niggas stabbed Paul up, but he was putting niggas down with the hand. He
Oh,
was
you talking
putting
about
niggas
when
down
Paulie
with
got
the hand.
You talking about when Paulie got
They
stepped up?
Benzino had the interview on Queen's Flip. A moment for Paul.
For his career.
Yeah, Paul Pierce, he was
okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. Nah,
His career.
he gonna start some podcast shit up. That's all.
That's about the only thing he could do. He must have thought he was in New York smoking that weed.
Nah, he thought he was back in
He was
Inglewood.
in.
He thought he was
He was
back
in
in
Cali.
Inglewood. That's at an Inglewood party and shit. You know what I mean? Doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? That's where he's from. He's an Inglewood dude. You know what I'm saying? Word. That's real talk.
I felt like he either knew he was gonna get fired from his job and that's why he did that stupid shit, or he did something to make him do that shit so he won't get fired for something else.
Or he ain't want to do that shit no more.
That too.
Wow.
No,
Damn, Paul.
He was a LeBron hater anyway. He was a LeBron hater.
He don't like LeBron at all.
He was a D Wade hater. Yo, he had the nerve to say he was better than Wade. Had a better career and all that.
And then they flashed the stats. They showed the postseason, all that.
He was sadly mistaken, man.
Paul Pierce had
like title.
He had like 2-3 good seasons to me.
I mean, he had a good career.
Paul had about 5-7 good seasons, bro.
He had a good career. He was cooking with Antoine Walker, and then
that's what I said. Let's get back to that, man.
And then he also cooked with Ray and Garnett too. He had a good career.
He did okay.
I mean, he wasn't putting up the high volume numbers he was at Antoine Walker at time, but he was still putting his numbers up though.
Yeah.
He was efficient. He was efficient.
He was the number one.
I think he got the most 4-point plays and still in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
You think is he a future?
James Harden might be up there with him.
Is he a Hall of Fame mention?
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, I don't know if he is. He's not yet, but he is.
I think he's second on Boston all-time scoring list. Second, he passed Bird.
Yeah, Paul goes, man.
The pass Bird. That's amazing to me. That within itself, you passed Larry Legend for scoring on Boston.
Larry used to put up numbers.
And you switched units and then went over to Brooklyn and gave them 2-3 seasons.
He didn't go crazy in Brooklyn. Now we're gonna have to stop.
I'm saying he gave them 2-3. All I said is he gave them 2-3 seasons. Like what I mean.
I thought you were saying.
Well, you gotta listen. You gotta listen instead of snacking.
Snack start.
Yo, Reese King, man. That's why I had to step away, man. I had to get the Reese refill, man. Where's that? Reese refill.
Okay. The Easter kind.
Yeah.
But I'm get into let's get into our sports topics.
Right.
I'm gonna lead off. I'm gonna go with our top 3 MVPs. Who you had in your top 3 MVPs, man? We'll go with that. Start with you, Vital. We know you don't like
right. What? I don't mind closing out.
Oh, you should shoot. You go. You can start this one off. I'll close out.
All right, sure. All right. Well, listen. Look.
This guy, yo.
My number 3. My number 3. I went with Russell Westbrook, man. 2016-2017 season. The year when he scored 25 points a game, 45. It was his best shooting percentage from the field that year, 45% from the field. He grabbed 10 rebounds, 10 assists. He shot 34% from the three-point line, 85%. 85% from the free throw line, 34% from the three-point line. I mean, he averaged 2 steals. He posted 42 triple-doubles that year, and his team was the 6th team in the playoffs, and he still ended up with the MVP. I thought that was phenomenal. He passed Oscar Robertson for the most triple-doubles in the season.
Yeah, it was historical.
Historical. So I took Russ with my number 3. My number 2 is another guard, believe it or not. Believe it or not, my number 2 is a guard, believe it or not. 2015-2016 season. I went with Steph Curry, man. You talk about somebody who won a unanimous vote for the first time in NBA history. That year he averaged 29 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He shot 45% from the field. He shot 45% from the 3-point line, 90% from the free throw line. He had a steal. He hit 402 3-pointers that year. He made 402 3-pointers in an 82 regular season game. So, I mean, Steph was phenomenal that year. And that's coming off already being an MVP. So I chose Steph for that. That was phenomenal to me. Like 402 3-pointers, that solidified it. And I think like at the end of the postseason, if I'm not mistaken, he ended up with 412 3-pointers. So he hit 10 3-pointers in the postseason. So I went with Steph on that. You know what I'm saying? So that was my number 2. My number 1 was somebody who played with both of these guys. Kevin Durant, 2012-2013 season. The year he won MVP, he was only 21 years old. He averaged 32 points. He shot 50 from the field. He grabbed 7 rebounds. He gave you nearly 6 assists, 5.5 assists. He shot 42% from the 3-point arc, 91 from the free throw line. He gave you a steal. He gave you a block. He was like phenomenal that year.
Okay.
So
KD.
I went with Durant.
Durantula. Number 1. That's your number 1 MVP.
KD. That was my number 1. And he was 21 years old. 21 years old, bro. He was 21 years old. He was the young.
Young. He played. How many? He only played 1 year at Texas, right?
Yeah, he was a freshman when he left.
Okay. Durantula. Fuck with Durant. Yeah. I appreciate that. You know, they was all MVPs for a reason. So, pretty much any pick you have is a good pick because they was all MVPs for a reason.
Fact.
Phenomenal things that they did, like to set the triple-double mark.
That was crazy.
To hit 402 3-pointers in a season, like that's never been done. Like just monumental stuff was like going on. You know what I mean? And that KD was just like 21 years old, like MVP, amazing.
Young kid dominating the league.
Still busting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not busting. He's sidelining.
I mean, when he's healthy, when he's healthy, he gives you his all. His all is 25, 7, and 6 now. Like, easy.
I'm gonna go with my list. My list consists of number 3, Allen Iverson. In the 2000-2001 season, he averaged 31-4 and 2.5 steals in 71 games. That he played on this the 76ers that year. They had a 56-26 record. You know, they was coached by Larry Brown, and on that team, they really didn't even have that many players that was like the go-to. So, Allen Iverson, they was trash that year, but Allen Iverson was the main option. But he got MVP. He averaged 31 points.
He went to the championship that year, right?
Yeah. 2001. That was with the Lakers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was the best option for them, So they, without Allen Iverson, they would have been probably the damn 12 seed.
It was bottom feeders without AI.
Yeah, so he made it.
What seed was they? If you don't mind me asking, what seed was that?
Yeah, I didn't go that
far. What'd you say their record was?
56-26 in 71 games.
So that was either first or second, because it was either them and the Nets. Them and the Nets was the top 2 teams
that year, right? Yeah. I remember that. And I think there was like a Toronto too, like that was in the mix too, because I remember AI and Vince had that Game 7 shootout.
I don't really recall that one. I don't recall that one.
Yeah, that might have been.
I don't recall. Was it Vince? Was it the Toronto? Was it Toronto?
Yeah. Vince and Iverson had a shootout. Toronto and
I know Philly. cooking
Toronto and
everybody.
Philly had a
I know that.
they had a shootout series. They had a mean shootout 7-game series one time.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was.
Well,
Vince.
more than once because they had one with Kawhi over there too. They had the 7-game Eastern Conference Championship game. But
With who?
I said, well, it happened more than once because
Oh,
remember they had the okay.
So yeah, Allen
I love it
Iverson,
when
man.
these things happen.
So yeah, Allen Iverson, man, he was number 3. So without him, he just basically, the 76ers that year, they just would have been total failures. But he got MVP for a reason that year. So my number
Right.
2 uh, is Kobe Bryant. In the
Okay.
2007 and 2008 season. It wasn't his best season that he had, but it was the year that he got MVP. And he had 28, 6-5 in 82 games. His regular season
I
record
like the
was
82 games played. I like that. That
yeah,
was crazy.
every game, Kobe. That's
Right.
why he's the Black Mamba, man. The integrity, the drive, the greatness, man, is untouchable, man. No injuries. He probably played through injuries. That's why,
All that.
So Mamba, man, number 2 in the 2007 2008 season, and my number 1 was LeBron. When he
No
got the
doubt. I respect that.
when he got the MVP in the 2011 and 2012, which
Coach
was
King.
which he was on Miami
Okay.
Heat that year. Miami Heat, with the big 3, they all contributed, but LeBron got the MVP that year with the numbers of 27, 8, and 6, and 2 steals. He only played 62 games, but it was a shortened season. So it's a little asterisk next to that year. So, but
Oh,
he still got MVP.
that's the
And
year he whooped Durant in the finals.
yeah, man, and
Westbrook and Harden.
I had to give him my number 1 because he was on my boy's team. He gave my boy D Wade another ring. So
Yep, he gave him a couple rings.
yeah,
Thank you.
and then the postseason that year, he averaged 30, 10, and 6. In the postseason,
What
crazy numbers, crazy numbers.
remarkable. Well, that's appreciated, Nate. I appreciate that.
Shout outs to Mario Chalmers and Battier for that finals victory as well too. Them boys
Yeah,
played big.
Mike Miller too. Mike Miller too. Don't forget him
Shout out to
And Ray Allen.
shout out to LeBron for getting them all there. Now my 3.
Shout outs to D Wade and Chris Bosh for holding it down.
They held it down.
Shout out
They
to
all
LeBron
contributed, man. Haslam's,
for
they
giving
all
them 2 more
contributed.
rings in their career. Shout
They
out to
all
LeBron for
contributed.
that.
They all contributed, man. It wasn't no one-man team, man.
No, it was.
No,
You
it
know
was
why?
not.
It was. You want me to tell you why? Because when they played Dallas, who did they say lost that series for Dallas? They say LeBron lost that series for Dallas. So when they win a chip, we're going to say that man who they say lost a series, the final series for the team, we're going to give him that same credit when he do win a chip. So we're going to say LeBron won them a chip just like you're going to say LeBron lost them a chip.
No, you're gonna say that.
Oh, that's what you have to do. You got to give. It has to be. You have to give. You have to give. You have to be equal both ways, bro.
No, that's how you feel. That's what we should do.
No, you got to be equal on both ways. You can't have the same exact team and say, "Oh, this person is the reason they lost the series," but when they win, say, "Oh, all these other people is the reason they won." That don't make no sense.
Listen, I never
person
said that. I never said that.
LeBron did average.
I always felt like whoever was D and Dirk was the reason why they lost that championship because Dirk was the one that ended up with Finals MVP.
He did, but Terry and Kidd was doing a lot of other stuff on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's because Dirk was commanding so much.
He was cooking Haslam in them.
Right. So the double team had to come, and once the double team came, he kicked it out to Terry or Kidd, and then it was bucket.
But what really wasn't the problem was the offense though. Like Miami was there was too many. They had too many weapons, and they should have been more high powered. They were supposed to like cook them niggas, and they didn't because they would.
Yeah,
Niggas
but
wasn't.
yo, but see, Dallas was a bigger, longer team, no freaky. But yeah, I mean, you got to take into account of that. Like they were ready, prepared. They had
No,
Chandler over there. They had Dan Pierre over there. They had Dirk over there. He's a 7-footer. They had Sean Marion over there.
Mhm.
He's 6'7" with the wingspan of a 7-footer. They had some guys. Marquise Daniels. They had
no,
some guys over there.
they was going.
Tall. It was a tall team.
They was going. Dallas was alright. They was tough. Dirk is Dirk, man. A lot of people they sleep on Dirk. Dirk was a problem though, especially
No,
later in his career when
was.
he figured everything out. Dirk was a problem.
Can't nobody sleep on Dirk. Dirk was better than the KGs, the Pau Gasols, the Webbers. Anybody want to argue that? Whatever you want to do, you can stat check. We can put a yard up. However you want to do it, all pros. Whatever you want to do.
That's a fact. Dirk was cooked. Dirk.
We
Dirk,
could pull him
Dirk's
up number
good,
for
man.
numbers. The only one that outdid him was Tim Duncan. That's it.
Tim then Dirk. That's what in modern era. Tim then Dirk. I will have to.
Yeah, Tim and Dirk, and then on some no funny shit, but Dirk used to score more, but Duncan used to just dominate everything else: rebounds, assists, blocks, steals. But
Dirk was more offensive minded. Duncan was more all around player.
They had some great battles.
Oh, Dallas and the Spurs, they used to go head up.
They had some great battles.
Yeah, that's a fact. Let me give you my list.
What was that one sneaky year? Remember that one sneaky year when what's his name? Darren Williams and Boozer snuck in there?
That Utah Jazz team. You remember that?
Remember that one sneaky? That was a sneaky year.
And everybody was hyped. It was like, Utah, Darren Williams is like the best point guard in the league. And
them boys was balling. That was a fire team. Boozer was hitting the paint like a strong man. Like he was going heavy.
Did they get out the first? They got out the first, didn't they? I think they won the first round. Didn't they get to the second?
And they lost, I believe. Yeah,
they got out the first round. Because I know why people was high on them. It was like, Utah.
Then they got beat. They got beat one year too. Barron and Steven Jackson went on their heads. Barron, Steven Jackson,
Golden State, Cap Jack,
Monte Ellis.
They had a little fire squad a little bit too. And then they had Andre Karolinko over there too.
Yeah. No, that was Utah.
It was okay. I'm thinking of what's his name? Beatrice. Must be Beatrice or something.
Yeah. Andre Beatrice.
Yeah, Beatrice, and then they had that Michael Petrus dude.
Michael Petrus. Yep. The Frenchman.
Yeah, they had a little bit. They had a little mob a little bit over there.
Yep.
Now, it wasn't even a mob, but they had a couple players though. They had some
guys. So we leading into your top three MVP.
My three, man. I'm my third. I went with the same as you. I went with Russell Westbrook, man. That's a historical.
Oh,
MVP.
so you? Oh, okay. So you? All right. Same woman. So all right. So bet. So that's 2016-17 season.
16-17, yeah, man. I went with that Russ, man. He gave you 31.6, 10 assists, 10.7 rebounds, 1.6 steals. That's an MVP season. A lot of people, like I said, Oscar Robinson was the last to do it. I ain't never seen Oscar Robinson play, so a lot of people ain't never seen that done before. So, that shit was ill to see. That shit was ill to see.
He did it for our time. And then after that, he did it like, what, 2 more times?
I think he did it one more. This will be the second.
I believe 2 more times. I believe he got. No, I think this would be his 4th.
I have to look into it. I thought this would be his 3rd.
Stat check that. This would be his 4th season, averaging a triple-double.
And then, there was 6 in the West. 47 and 35 record and stuff. Russ, but he had Victor Oladipo on his team and stuff. It really with Russ, it don't matter who's on his team. He's always like a first round elimination with a Russell Westbrook, except for when he was over there with Harden. But it's usually with Russ, it's always a first round elimination. He don't know how to He don't know how to perform in the playoffs. He's too wild. There's too much turnover. He's turnover prone with him. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with him. But
this will be his fourth. I told you this will be his fourth. I told you this will be his fourth.
We're not gonna go away from that triple-double season though. So like I said, that's number 3. And it's his fourth. So it's been clarified that he had 4. This will be his 4th triple-double season. Number 2,
this will be his 4th, yes.
Number 2, I went with the 2012-13 LeBron James season, man. And for the last 2 that I went with, I factored for me.
Whoa! No, he didn't. LeBron, no. Hold on. 2012, 2013, he didn't get.
Yes, he did, bro. He won the chip. Yes, he did. Dewey is telling
LeBron didn't win the MVP.
And Dewey is telling you right there, 2012 MVP, LeBron, 2012-13. Yeah.
Bro. That's 2011, 2012, bro.
No, it was back to back. He won back to back. So that he won that year and the year after. He won back to back.
Who won back to back?
LeBron won back to back MVPs, bro. LeBron won back to back MVPs
Ain't no
2
way,
times.
bro.
He got 4.
Kevin Durant won 2000.
Bro, 2012-13 is LeBron's MVP.
2012, 2013. I told you.
That's not Kevin Durant, bro.
I told you Kevin Durant won that, bro.
Oh my goodness, bro. That's false, bro. I'm trying to tell you that's not true. Hold on.
Yeah, because he definitely won.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this shit.
He definitely won in 2011 and 12.
He won back to back. The first year he won a chip. He won the back to back them years.
Yo, stop with the false narratives, man.
Not false narratives, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Yo. Yeah, can y'all see? What is that? Hold on.
Nah, man, I'll put that up there. It's blurry.
Oh, well, you want me to read it?
You want me to read it? 2011.
Heat's LeBron James wins. So just don't read it. Okay. Do you want me to give you?
You might read something wrong.
You want me to give you the website link so people could look it up? https://pr.nba.com will tell you.
Okay.
Heath LeBron James wins 2012-2013 Kids NBA Most Valuable Player.
Ain't no way, because Durant's the 2012-2013.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man.
All right.
4th time he won 4 and 5 seasons, bro. 4 and 5 seasons.
He didn't win 2013.
Durant won in 14. Dewey just fact checked it for you.
Durant won in 14?
Thank you, Dewey.
Did he fact check that?
Why would he put it up there if he did? Any other time it's fact check. Yeah, bro, you gonna tell me about my MVP? I know my boy.
Durant won in 14. Bron.
You out here telling them people wrong Durant information, man. Don't come to Bron, man. My Bron is my stats is perfected.
Come on.
They perfected, cuz they are.
Durant won 14.
LeBron won back-to-back 08-09, then back-to-back 11 and 12. Bron. There you go.
What do you mean back to?
He got 2.
LeBron
He won
12 and 13.
12 and 13. And he won 08 and 09.
Okay. He said Durant got 14.
And Steph got 15.
So
wait, he said Durant won in 14, bro.
okay.
And then whatchamacallit, LeBron, he won in 09 and 010. It was his back-to-back years. And then 12 and 13. LeBron won 09, 010, 12 and 13.
Okay.
Kobe won in 08. 07, 08.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, so like I said, he done got me all flustered with, I don't even know what I'm talking about. He got me all out of my
Talking
element.
about
I had to look
LeBron.
stuff up.
Talk about the year LeBron won it.
My God,
2000. You said 12, 13 or some shit.
Okay, you got me back on track. There it is. So the 2012-13 season MVP was LeBron. But like I was saying though, for my last two picks, for me, I went with I went with the MVP of the regular season, but then also how they propelled their team in the postseason, and was they able to get MVP in the postseason as well. So that's also how I determined my final two picks. So with LeBron, I put him at number 2 with that season. He gave you 26, 8 boards, 7 assists. His team was 66 and 16 that year. And then they got to the finals, and he gave you 25, 11 rebounds and 7 assists. And he was MVP and Finals MVP. So I put that, for me, that stands out. That's what I look for. Could they carry you? Where could they carry you in the postseason, and what effect do they have on the postseason? So Bron, but I believe he got 2. He won 2 MVPs and 2 Finals MVPs. So he did that twice. Jordan did it a few times too. I think he did it. Forgot exactly how many times he did it, so I'm not going to.
What happened? What?
A regular season MVP and Finals MVP.
He got 6 and 6.
6 and 6, right? That's what I figured that, but I didn't want to say it. But for me, his best one for me personally was the 90-91 season. His team went 61 and 21. I know he had better records with his later teams, but like this was the early Jordan, like the raw Jordan. Like this was that young Jordan. Gave you 31.5 points, 6 boards, 5.5 assists. And then when he got to the finals, he gave you 31 points, 6.6 assists, or 6.6 boards, and then 11.4 assists.
What year was that?
90-91.
Oh, okay.
And then that 11.4 assists in the finals, that was, that stood out for me. I like that. I appreciated that because that showed his versatility. A lot of people say Mike wasn't really versatile like that, but he came in the finals and gave you 31, 6, and 11. So you gotta, shouts out to Mike, and that was that was probably I mean, like I said, all his MVPs is dominant season, so it's hard to pick one. But for me, that one kind of stood out more when I looked at the numbers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you said Jordan has 5 MVPs. You sure he does? You sure he does have 5 MVPs? That's what LeBron's chasing. 6 Finals MVPs. There you go. And then so that's my list: Russell, LeBron, Jordan. I think that's the 3. Whatchamacallit. That's the 3 I had. Do you gave his 3? I'll shout your 3 out real quick. Do you? I don't know what order he went in, but this is the 3 he did. He went with the 2000 Shaq MVP.
Okay.
He went with the 2012 LeBron. A couple of us shared that one. And then he went with the 2015 Steph. I think you had that one, didn't you, Vital?
Yeah, 15, 16 Steph.
Yep, it was them 3-pointers you was talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so that was nice. That was nice. But like I said, though, they all MVPs, so you could have pretty much put anybody you wanted on that list.
Whatever you liked.
Well, now for the next one, we're going into the top defenders, NBA defenders that we've come across through our time of watching basketball.
I'll start off with this one.
Huh?
I'll start off with this one.
You want to start? You go ahead.
Yeah, my five. I'm gonna go. It's no particular order with this one because they all great to me. I'm gonna go with Alonzo as my first one. Alonzo Mourning. He's a two-time all-time defender. He won two-time all defensive teams, 2 block championships. He in 99 and the year 2000 he won those defensive player of the year awards. You know, he was a Miami Heat veteran as well. That's why I chose him. His block game was crazy. His defense, he went up against players such as Mutombo, Ewan. They had epic battles together. So he was just a good defender all around. My next guy is Kawhi Leonard. He the Claw. He he was a two-time all defensive winner in the year 2015 and 16. He was a 6-time all defender. He also was a steal champ in 2016. He was successful against Kevin Durant and LeBron. He won those awards against those players. So Kawhi Leonard, he's a real good defender, and he
great
puts
basketball player.
Yeah, he's a good all around player. So number 3, I'm gonna go with Michael Jordan as number 3 because he was a 9-time all defense team winner, 3-time steal champ, and he won also in 1988. He was a defensive champ winner too as well, if I'm not mistaken. And the next person after Jordan, I'm gonna go with KG. He was a 4-time rebound champ. Between the years of 2004 and 2007.
Wow.
And he got a championship with the Celtics. He had a good team overall, but his defense played key points to them winning those championships.
The big ticket.
And my number 1 of all time though is Hakeem Olajuwon. Though he was a real defender. In 1993 and 1994, he won the All Defensive Player of the Year. He was a 3-time block champ, 9-time All Defensive Team winner, 2-time rebound champ. He averaged 5 blocks a game, 14 rebounds a game in 1990. He leads the league in blocks. To this day, it's hard to get blocks. So he leads the league right now. And he was a 2-time back-to-back NBA championship, winner.
That's
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Wow. That's big. 5 blocks in the seat. That's humongous.
That's your
that's
5?
5.
Yeah,
that's
my 5.
Forced. That's 5 forced turnovers within
itself. Just
the game. The game, that means you automatically gonna get 5 forced turnovers dealing with that man. That's amazing.
And that same list, kind of intertwines with our next topic. So I'm gonna save that for the next topic. So whoever's next up.
All right. For me, I went. I ain't really go star crazy when it came to the list because, like we know the stars can play defense, but then there's other players out there that's in the league for things like that. For defensive purposes. So that's the people, some of the people I'm gonna acknowledge and stuff like that. Their stout defensiveness and capabilities and stuff. Number 5, I'll start with number 5, Tony Allen. He had a career 1.4 steals. I know that's nothing crazy, but he was a little bit of a pest. He defended greats like LeBron James, Dwayne Wade. You know what I mean? He wasn't really a winner. a winner, but he was on. He
He won
made
a championship.
who did he win? Who did he get one with?
The Boston Celtics.
Was he over there or was he with Memphis? Thought he was
He
with
won a
Zach
champ.
Randolph and them.
He won a championship with Paul Pierce and
And then he went over to
Rondo.
Grindhouse. Okay. All right. Well, he got one. He still. I mean, yeah. I guess he got his chip, so you can call him a winner.
They
Then
beat
he's
the
a,
Lakers. They beat the Lakers. It's funny you
no, yeah.
mentioned that.
I remember that. I didn't remember if Tony was on that team or not. I thought he was on
Yeah,
Memphis.
he started.
He has 3 first team all defensive teams, 3 second teams. He's been in the top 10 in steals 2 times. He's been in top 10 in top 20 in steals 5 times throughout his career. Tony Allen. He also helped bring a lot of that defensive fierceness over there to that Memphis Grindhouse team with him and Zach and Mike Conley and stuff.
Mark.
Marcus Gasol, but they wasn't really able, to win off of defense alone. But I have to give Tony. Tony was a pretty good defender.
Nah, he gets a nod. He definitely gets a nod.
Number 4 for me, I went with Bruce Bowen. I put Big Bruce in there at number 4. Bruce is out there defending the likes of LeBron James, Kobe Bryant's, whoever your best defender or your best scorer was, pretty much 1 through 3. Depending on how big your 4 was, maybe Bruce would be out there, trying to put that D on you. He was on 8 all defensive teams, 5 first teams, 3 second teams, 3 NBA titles. And on them 3 titles, he was relied on for his defense primarily, to defend the best player on the team. That's Bruce. I have to go with number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, I went with Meta World Peace, aka Ron Artest. For me, that was in the recent time in modern day basketball, that was probably one of the most physical defenders in modern day basketball. Not going back to the 90s. Meta World Peace, he'd be up in you. He might not get a bunch of steals and all that, but Meta used to make it difficult to score. He wasn't scoring on Meta easy. He make it difficult to score, contest a shot, hand always in your face. There's always something with Meta. He had a 17-year career. He gave you 1.7 career steals. He was Defensive Player of the Year, 2003, 2004. 2 first teams, 3 second teams, 1 third team, all defensive teams. He ranks 23 all-time career in steals. He's 23rd all-time on the list in steals. Meta World Peace. Number 2, I didn't break out the numbers. This is more the modern day player. For me, out here, I went with Anthony Davis. Off of the simple fact that he's just as versatile as he is. He can guard between the 3, 4. He can switch on defenders. He can make it. He not maybe stay with you, but he can compete and make your shot difficult for maybe a guard off the dribble and stuff. The way that he's able to, his lateral movement, the way he's able to get back on defense, just the way he's able to get up and reject shots, make it difficult for somebody like Joel Embiid and then go back and move his feet and get in front of a James Harden or something like that to make his shot difficult. And meanwhile, all this while he's just under 7 feet himself. You know what I mean? You have to give him that. You have to give him. You have to take your hat off to his ability to do that. And he's relied. And also, he was able to shut down. He's able to shut down defender, stout scorers as well, as we've seen with what he did with Jokic last season, to a degree, between him and Dwight Howard.
I mean, that's just Jokic, though. Like, like perimeter players have field days on him. Not
particularly. He's not asked to defend perimeter players on a consistent basis.
He is on a switch. They switch often. But I don't want to take out the fact that before he hooked up with LeBron, he wasn't winning.
He wasn't winning, but he was still a stout defender nonetheless. When Boogie was over there, him and Boogie was problems for just about anybody. anybody. That was a stout defensive team right there. One of the better defensive teams in the West. They just didn't win. He's
That don't
always
make
been
sense.
he's always been a top 5 defender in the league. Anthony Davis. Always. And then number 1, I have to go with Giannis, man. I think Giannis is probably one of the better defensive players and probably the best defensive player in the league right now. I have to give it to Giannis, man. Back-to-back defensive player of the years. He got the defensive player of the year and an MVP in the same year.
That was tough.
He can't. I mean, he doesn't get it done in the playoffs, but we're talking regular season and stuff like that. Giannis, he's a tough dude. It's hard to get around him. It's hard to go over top of him. Like his paint presence, it's hard to go with Giannis, man. He's a tough body. He's just a versatile dude, man. Like I said, he's just about the same height as Anthony Davis, but I think he's just a little more agile and flexible and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
he's tough. He's a tough cover. He's a tough cover. He knows how he defends.
That would be my top 5 list. Like I said, I mix a little of the people that's known to bring defense to the game with some of the stars that actually do play defense and stuff. So,
well, that was dope. So that was it. That's your number 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I went with some more modern day players. I want to shout out Ben Wallace first though, because I since we're throwback players, I'm gonna go with Ben Wallace.
No.
Yeah, I'm back.
There it goes. Okay.
Yeah, I went with the Ben Wallace feature. You're talking about 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. One of only maybe 5 people to do that in history. Rebound champ 4 times. That's defensive rebounding. Like, you talking about a man that's got a championship on Shaq's watch, dominated Shaq in the postseason. Presented a threat. Big Ben Wallace. That shout out to him.
He made it.
But my number 5. I went with some modern day guys, man. Let's get modern, man. I went with Marcus Smart, man. Defensive Player of the Year. You talking about a point guard that could he D's everybody 1 through 5. He's like a tough man. He just sits in the paint, you know what I'm saying, or sits on the perimeter. He makes it tough. Like Marcus, man. I know he's been a little bit banged up, but he's come back strong. You know what I'm saying? It's still providing a defensive presence. You know what I'm saying? He gets to the cup, creates for others, he could teardrops, but that's his game. You know what I mean? That's his offense. Number 4, I went with Giannis as my number 4. You know what I'm saying? I went with Giannis as my number 4. We know his body of work, what he does. You know what I mean? Again, he's a Defensive Player of the Year award his way as well. MVP, you know what I'm saying? Stout defender. Could be from anywhere from maybe the 2 to the 5, I'd say. Just maybe on a visual.
Some ones here and there, maybe.
Just on a visual. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I went with Giannis. Number 3, I went with Draymond Green. You talking about a man that was drafted as a 2 guard who now plays stretch 4. Sometimes they switch him to the 5. He D's the 5. He can play all 5 positions. He's won the award. You know what I'm saying? He's been on countless all defensive teams. Draymond, Draymond Green. He's a champion, you know. So I went with Draymond. He's a pesky guy. You know what I'm saying?
He's
He's called,
annoying. Yes.
he'll cause you to put hands on him, or at least try to make an attempt. So I went with Draymond. My number two, I went with Kawhi Leonard. He has 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, countless All Defensive teams. Um, Unfortunately, he ain't stopping nobody this year. Everybody puts
He is
25
stopping
plus
the
up on him
soul.
that I see. That I
He is
see.
not stopping the soul.
I don't see him shutting nobody down thus far.
Sure ain't.
So but he is on my list. And then my number one, man, we like nobody mentioned him, man. Stifle Tower, man. Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert, man. 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards already in his young career. You know what I'm saying? Root.
Yeah, I took note of that. I took note of that. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, Root.
It's just I don't know. It's just
It
something.
it doesn't seem impactful, right?
Yeah, it's like not a yeah. It doesn't seem impactful. Like I see
It's because
people go on him on a regular. Like I
it's
like
because he's
people
out
look
there in
forward to
Salt
that
Lake.
matchup.
He's out there in Salt Lake, man. So you don't get to see him on a nightly basis.
I think of like Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis look forward to that matchup.
They don't always get the best of them. Not all the time. They do a lot of times though. I ain't gonna lie, like they do. So that's my number one though, Rudy. Stifle
Okay.
Tower.
That was nice. That was a nice versatile draft. That was a nice versatile picks for
Yeah,
everybody. Nobody had the same players really. That was nice and
yeah.
versatile.
Nah, it was different. It was totally different.
This next one should be different too. I think. You know, we put our GM skills to test and stuff. Ocho's might be a little different. I think I left out 2010 on his text message, so his might be a little different.
Yeah, no, I pretty much got I didn't go 2010 with one person.
Okay. All right. All right. So then we sure should be close. But yeah, we put our GM's skills to test, and and if we was to draft from 2010 to now, all the players or whatever they was out on the board, and you could do a draft. That's what we did. That's what we did, and we're gonna, explain who we picked at what positions, why we picked them, and you know what I mean. And see what we got. I guess I'll start this one off. The last topic of the night. I'll start off. We'll start with point guard. Point guard. I'm gonna draft. I would draft Kyrie Irving. I have to go with Kyrie. He's a proven champion, proven winner. Throughout what I've seen in his career so far up to this point, clutch basket maker. As of this season, shows that he could lead a team to success. He has showed to a degree. No, I'm lying. He hasn't showed he could lead teams to success.
Nah, he really hasn't. He hasn't been a proven winner since he left LeBron.
But I know. So, but with that being said, though, I do know that when you put him on a team with capable players, that he's going to perform at a high level. So we'll have put Kyrie in there. Like I say, he's excellent 3-point shot maker. He can sit down on defense at times when need be necessary. Not every possession, but I'll go with Kyrie. But big clutch shot maker. Big clutch shot maker. I'll go. You know what I mean? He thrives in them moments. Number two guard. I went with Klay Thompson. Because you need that, you need that 3-and-D guy. He's probably one of the top 2 3-and-D guys in the league. It may be top 3, with Klay. Automatic 3-point shooter. He's gonna explode. He can explode at any time. He can give you 20, 30 in a quarter. He bust out, give you 50 a game. Like, you know what I mean? You match him up with Kyrie, that's problems. That's open shots. It's easy work all day. And then number 3, I kind of went more defensive. Kind of went the defensive route still, while
Mm,
maintaining the offense. I went with Kawhi Leonard at the number 3. Put Kawhi at my
mm,
number 3. You know what I mean? Because he matches up just about with every three that you put out there. And he's going to be able to give you the 25-30 if need be necessary. He got like I just say he matches up. He got the defense. Proven chip winner,
mm,
defensive player of the years. So you know what I mean? That stuff is they're gonna lock down when need be necessary. They'll be able to lock some people up. You know what I
mm.
mean? When they're down to a final bucket, they need a stop. Like that's the three that I would want out there.
Okay.
The power forward, I'm gonna have to go with Giannis. I'm gonna put Giannis at my power forward position because you know what I
Absolutely.
mean. Clay, Kawhi, they could get to the basket and all that, but you know what I mean. They're primarily going to be on the perimeter, opening things
Mm-hmm.
up. So that's where we're going to involve Giannis in there. So Giannis could, start at the top of the key like he likes to do and get his running start and have a wide open lane to the basket and either dish it to Kawhi, Clay,
Mm-hmm.
or Kyrie for open threes. It should be, you know what I mean? Fundamentally
Mm-hmm.
easy game. And then at the number 5 position, I have to put Anthony Davis there, man, to anchor things down. Between him and Giannis, they should be able to switch on their bigs. Whoever the 4 and 5 is, they should be able to double team. They should be able to make it difficult in the paint. Between their length, their versatility, their athleticism, they should be able to jump, contest things, switch on the shorter guards, make it difficult for their shots. You know what I mean? And he's able to sit there on the perimeter and hit that 3-point, pull the big out, so Giannis can go to work and do what he needs to do. That's my starting 5, which I think is probably a crazy 5. And then my 6th man, that I have to put in there to come off the pine, I would have to go with Dame Dollar. I would have put Dame Dollar as my 6th man to come off the pine and lead the team if somebody is falling off. You know what I mean? And I would put him in there for Kawhi, Clay, or Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel they would all be able to go to work.
Mm.
Now I gotta hear something. Let me hear something that contends with that.
You got it, Ocho, or what's up?
You can go, Vital.
That's a tough one.
All right, man. Well, listen, man. My number 1, I chose Stephen Curry. You know what I'm saying? That's my number 1. That's my point. You know what I mean? His body, he's a pin down curls, screens, moving without the ball. The best movement without the ball of any guard in the game. I mean, you don't hit 402 3-pointers without movement. So I went with Steph at my point guard. My 2 guard, I went with Kobe Bryant, man. We talking about a stout defender. Uh, we talking about 10 plus all defensive teams, champion, 5-time champion, score at will. 80, he gave you 81 in a game at one point. Like phenomenal. Kobe
R.I.P.
Bryant and R.I.P. Word and R.I.P. Gianna too. And the rest of the people that was in that helicopter. Number 3, at my small forward, I went with Kevin Durant. Talking about 4-time scoring champ, 2 Finals MVPs, one-time regular season MVP, multiple. He could do it all. He could guard from the 1 to the 5. I've seen him switch on 1s. I've seen him go on the 5. You know what I mean? 2-way player. I went with Kevin Durant at the 3. My 4, I went with Giannis. I mean, what he gives out at the 4 is impeccable. Like his ball handling ability, his rebounding, his strength, ability to get to the free throw line.
Facts.
2-time MVP. Might be a third time. Who knows? So Giannis. Uh, and then closing it off with big fundamentals, man. My center, man, Timmy.
Big Tim fundamental.
Big Tim fundamental, man. Yo, he's just like I think he had 3 regular season MVPs, if I'm not mistaken. He had I think about 3 or 4 Finals MVPs, maybe two, maybe
Two.
two. I think maybe two, maybe two. I think two, because Tony Parker got one,
Tony Parker and Kawhi got one.
Kawhi Leonard got one. So I think he got 3 actually,
Yeah, they got 5 chips.
because he got 3. All right, so yeah, he got 3. You know what I mean? Glass eater, shot blocker, big shot maker, Tim.
Okay.
You know, so that was my 5. And if I have to go with like an extra addition, like a 6-man, I would since Lillard is off the board, I'm gonna go with probably like a Devin Booker.
Devin Booker is a 6-man.
Yeah, that'd be my since 2010. He's been like super explosive.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
impressive. That'd be okay.
Yeah, and I can't get Lillard, so I'll take Booker.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, it's the next best thing. He put up 70 in the game too, didn't he? You can get hot quick, light
Yeah,
it
he
up.
put 70 up. He put 70 up. So between him and Kobe, man, that's 151 points between them alone. You know what I'm saying? So
if they ever was to
that's
get
my
hot
guys.
together.
Yep, that's my guys.
I'll go with my point. You know, he was mentioned before. Steph Curry. Everybody knows his line of work. You know, three champion. You know, he's a chip winner. Golden State Warriors. You know, he was part of a dynasty. Actually, he been part of that dynasty for a long time. So
I think the dynasty is a little broke now, but he was part of one.
It's broke, but you know they'll get there again. Maybe they just need another player like maybe
they won't get there. Maybe they won't.
Yeah, they gotta get a super team going in order for them to be talking.
Nah, they won't. Nah, it's over. It's quiet.
But yeah, Steph Curry, point guard. My 2 guard, of course, would be my boy D Wade. Chip winner. His defense is crazy. He's a clutch player, and he's a team player. He hustles. He's all about the game of basketball. My boy D Wade.
You can give him the 3-pointer though.
Nah, I'm not giving him no threes, man. I'll give the threes to Steph and
No, I'm saying you could give him the 3-pointer. Like you could be like, all right, load up on the big man and let D Wade shoot.
And he ain't making nothing.
No, I'm not doing that for my boy. I'm not putting him out there like that. He's not a good 3-point shooter. So I'm
just adding to it.
He was one of the best blocking shooting guards. He was one of the best blocking shooting guards, though. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
I'd rather give him the ball to drive to the lane and maybe get the 3-point and one. He's good for that.
Maybe he's good for that. Yeah.
But my 3, I'm gonna go with LeBron James. I ain't even gotta really go in his stats. Because everybody knows about LeBron. But my number 4 would be I don't think he was in this era that we talking about because I didn't know we had a era limit. But I picked KG, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, he's 2010 still.
Okay, yeah. So then he, defensive player. He was on my list last. On the last topic. Chip winner. He gave his heart to the game of basketball. Team player.
Right.
Created a brotherhood within the big 3. you know, with in the Celtics. You know, they was like one of the starts, you know, of the super teams before
Right.
Miami.
Gotta add Rondo to that picture too.
Yeah,
I like what
yeah,
Rondo gave out.
Rondo played a key piece in that, you know.
Right.
And
He was
then
ahead of the snake.
Sure was.
my five, I would go with Shaquille O'Neal, Diesel.
Okay.
You
Big
know,
Shaq Diesel.
chip
Big
winner,
Shaq.
chip winner. You
Shot
know,
walker.
I ain't gotta really go too deep into his stats. Everybody loves Shaq, man. There ain't nothing you can just say he wasn't a good free throw shooter. That's really about it. You know, he dominated on the boards. He dominated with the blocks. You know, he's a
He's
big
a
man. He
Jake.
broke.
He's a fucking
Yeah,
cop. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was a
Too
sheriff.
I'm not bigging up Shaq. He's a fucking cop.
Jack of all trades, man. You know the dude does it all, man.
Papa
I
a
get.
fucking a Papa John supporter, man. I'm not.
Uh,
Damn all that. We talk about basketball, man.
Well, you said you can't find nobody that who don't like Shaq. So I had to come with some shit. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about his game of basketball, though, man. He a cop.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah. We like his game. I love his game.
Yeah, but yeah, Shaq number 5, man. And then to come off the pine, that's kind of a hard one. So I went with Jamal Crawford though. I still would bring him off the pine as my sixth.
As a 6. Okay,
That's,
Molly Moore. Molly
yeah,
Moore get it done.
I'm not gonna put a superstar on the bench. You know, I pick my teams who I got. So you can't have superstars on the bench like that.
Okay, I respect that. Way to
You know,
call us out on our bullshit.
Did y'all know that?
Way to call us out on our
Did y'all know
bullshit.
that Jamal Crawford he hit 68 points in a game before?
Did he? I know he hit 50 something. I didn't know he hit 60.
goes, man. That dude goes, man. And his 3-point shot was impeccable.
He hit 68 before. Yeah, Jamal Crawford.
That's nice. That's nice.
And,
I just want to mention when I did my list, because I know a lot of people's like, oh wow, he don't got LeBron on his list and stuff. Because when I did it, I didn't draft who was in the league I drafted from who came in the league from 2010 on. So that's how I did my list. Because if I would have did who was in the league at 2010 and got drafted on, then it would have been a totally different list. But even still, all in all, with my list as it is, I still think that's probably
that's still a dominant team.
Yeah, that's remarkable though.
I think all our teams was pretty dominant though.
Well, yeah.
When you think about it.
You know, we had all the all-stars, starting 5 was all stars, even the 6.
We had all NBA players on our teams and champions.
That's all. You put them all together, that's an Olympic team right there.
That's a fact.
I know between my team, let me see, 3, 5, 13, 16 championships between my guys.
That's impeccable. That's good.
No, that's a good shit. I like y'all list. Y'all list was all right. I think it would shoot ahead up with mine, with Nate, because Shaq would probably go. You know what I mean? Him and Giannis would be a crazy matchup a little bit because they would go back and forth with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Shaq would be able to keep up with Giannis. I don't think he would be. I think he would get Shaq in foul trouble a little bit. But I think that's the same on the other end. I think he would be going all over Giannis too.
Yeah, he'll be tossing Giannis everywhere, man. He'll be putting all types of shit.
He wouldn't have to D him. He got Garnett on Giannis.
Garnett. Oh, that's right. I have Diddy at my 5, but I think they would have to switch. I would have to put Giannis on Shaq and put Anthony Davis over on Garnett. That would be a problem.
I think Giannis is better suited. Yeah, Giannis is better suited for Garnett.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And putting A Diddy at your
AD on Shaq.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would put AD on Shaq over Giannis because he could do more. He could dribble.
You think so? I think
he could do more with the ball than Giannis. AD.
Yeah.
Well, not that he could do more with the ball. It's just like defending. Like when he hits him in the post, he's gonna move both of them. But who stands a better chance? You think Anthony Davis stands a better chance in the post than Giannis?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's interesting.
But then again, who knows though? This is Shaq we're talking about.
That's a fact.
I mean, none of them stand a chance. I still think it's like a 30 and 20 night.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would say AD would like put him in more foul trouble than Giannis because he would come out and respect the jumper that AD got. AD would keep
Yeah, he
clicking
gotta
that jumper.
stretch the floor a little bit.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, Giannis. Yeah.
Okay.
And then with Tim Duncan, that's just like, I mean, whatever you do, he could face you up. He'll blow by you, hit you with like a hook, or he'll like go up and under Tim. Big fun.
Yeah, big fun. I mean, he'll be consistent. Whatever he does, he'll be consistent in. That's what his thing. Whatever they need him to do, he'll be consistent in. We'll say that. I'll give you that. But then if
Like,
Kawhi,
that's what I like about Big Fun.
Kyrie and Steph, I think that I think they might equal out. Y'all both had Steph on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Clay gives D Wade problems. I think Clay gives D Wade a little bit of problems.
Yeah, I believe so too. But I think
not prime D Wade, not prime. You don't give prime D Wade no problems.
You don't think no problems at all? Him being able to smack that three, no dribble.
Prime D Wade was all over the place. Remember, he had to deal with the Rip Hamiltons, the Chauncey Billups of the world. He was all over.
Shoot, that Clay that's a different feature. That's a different
Clay.
Feature.
Clay runs around the court crazy, man. He would have to keep up.
I mean, it would be tough. A prime D Wade is a problem. Though. We were just talking about how he was a punch machine, so he would be a problem. But I think that would be tough. Who'd you have for you two, Hop or Vital? My fault. Okay.
He's dying.
Okay, so yeah. But I think the only thing you got me in though is that LeBron and Kawhi. I think LeBron kills Kawhi though, Nate. You got that.
Yeah, definitely.
You got that. I'll give you that one. But yeah, though. It was good topics. I appreciate the diversity. I always love the diversity, man. I like keep hearing the same names and stuff, the same thoughts and stuff. So it's nice that people got different ideas and different names, different categories, the way they break down, their opinions, and what they and what they looking for.
And it educates the people I like, and it educates the people on other players who played in the league as well, who was able to, put forth their effort and show their skills.
Mm-hmm.
That you probably wouldn't have looked for or known about, that you probably really still don't care about, but at least you can say you heard about them, come up in a topic of discussion or some shit,
Yes, sir.
It is. So it's nice, like I said, diversity. But that's it on the Vlad show, fellas. We fitting to hop up out of here, man. Episode 11. Glad y'all tuned in. Like, subscribe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And we gonna close off, man. Prayers for X, man. Don't forget, man. Prayers for DMX, fellas.
Shout